Alito fam. I thank y'all for, again, celebrating my Earth Day, my solar, reconnection, my solar connection, while I'm in this traffic, have a couple of things that I would like to talk about, basically, with this whole government shutdown. Perfect. We need to keep the government shut down. And us keeping the government shut down is not participating in playing their games. When they decide to say, y'all Negroes could go back to work. Everybody could go back to work. Everybody could go back to school. Y'all could go back to church. Y'all could go back to the mosque. The pandemic is over. Just go back on with your normal life. And when they say that, and we decide to go back with our normal lives, we find ourselves in an unnormal situation. It's normal for them to be in power and to rule. Thinking about it logically, here it is. I see it over decades. Over decades, I've been telling a lot of family, friends, associates, just conversations. If everybody stopped working in this world, in this continent, Turtle Island, everybody stopped working, what happens? It shuts down the fictitious economy. And I say fictitious because the government is a fictitious entity that are here to injure and kill and destroy. Why would a normal man or woman destroy a planet that they love so much? Because it's not their planet. They have nothing to lose. Then they have all to lose. And I used to say that. I just talked to a brother, and my Mexican brother, shout out to you, Marco. I was talking to him this morning. He was the first person, other than my children at 12, he was the first person at 4:22. I was born 4:21. He was the first person at 4:22 a.m., April 3rd, 2020, to tell me happy Earth Day, birthday, and to get down into some deep building, And I used to tell him, what if this whole world stopped working? And I was predicting it to him. I predicted it to different people over the time, and a lot of people said, oh, he crazy. Oh, he crazy. See, I'm not insane. You could call me crazy. It's crazy because you don't have the spiritual intellect to understand this crisis they are going through. And I say they, I'm talking about those who prepared a table of genocide for us. Now they're running and hiding. They pulled the curtain back on their operation. If we go to sleep again, we're doomed. If we go to sleep again, we're doomed. I say that because they tell you, oh, it's okay. Everything's all right. Y'all go back to school, go back to work. Everything's back to normal again. They just duke us out of our natural, normal, what's really normal way of living. Cutting down, you know what I'm saying, the currencies. Because that's no current with paper. It's not current. And I'm talking about the Federal Reserve notes. It's not currency. It's a debt note. It's debt, and more debt. And when they say we're going to give y'all stimulus checks, they're going to give y'all $1,000, $2,000 and tell y'all all mortgages and debts, they're forgiven. All the mortgage and debts are forgiven. For who? That's a question. For whom? Because I don't forgive them of their debts, those debtors of their debts. I don't forgive them. Why should I forgive them and say, okay, I'm going to go back to work and send my children back to prison? They're what you call weekly warriors, Monday through Friday. They're going to an institution and not getting educated. Wow, we're what they call working for a corporation that will never, ever allow us out of the slavery. See, we on plantations. The house that you live in is just it's a